This is a stimulus check update for May 13th. In this video, I'm going over the current check delivery timeline, an urgent IRS deadline, some updates, and then I'll answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. Let's get right into it. So May 13th is a big day for direct deposits for many Americans who still haven't yet received the stimulus check. If we go to the Social Security website, it says SSI recipients who did not file 2019 or 2018 tax return and does not have a representative payee should expect to receive the payment by May 13th, assuming you do direct deposit or direct express card. Although the IRS hasn't said it, but usually they do their direct deposits Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So if you haven't gotten your direct deposit on direct express card or in your bank account, I recommend checking those two accounts, see if there's any pending deposit. And if you are expecting a paper check and you receive monthly payments from the government, then according to this, it just says SSI will receive on May 15th. Now, if you haven't gotten your check yet, there could be some issues. So if you have a representative payee or you are a representative payee, so far, the IRS has not yet determined when payments will be made to someone who did not file 2019 or 2018 tax return. So I've been getting a lot of questions in regards to payees. So far, the IRS has no payment date and there's no new information, but stay tuned. Any update that comes out, I'll let you know. Then really quick, here's the paper check schedule. So if the IRS doesn't have your direct deposit information and you filed your 2018, 2019 taxes, this Friday coming up, May 15th, if you made $40,000 or less, this is the date that your check will be mailed out, and it could take up to 14 days delivery time. Now, if you haven't received your stimulus check yet and there's no signs of it, you went to the Get My Payment tool or you checked your bank account and there was no pending deposit. And if you received in the mail a letter saying that you received your stimulus check and it let you know which account or whatever, and you did not receive your stimulus check, then there's nothing that you could do about it at this time. The IRS phone lines are still down. There's no way to contact them. The IRS still has limited staff, and there's nothing that you could do to get your check now. I know it's not good news, but I just want to let you know and be straightforward. Next, let's move on to the IRS deadline that is today at 12 p.m. So if we look at the IRS news release, it says act today by Wednesday by 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this after 12 p.m., then disregard this message. I'll make this quick. So basically, if the IRS does not have your direct deposit information and you want to give them your direct deposit information so you could receive your stimulus check faster and not have to wait approximately 3 months in order to get your paper check, then you would have to go to the Get My Payment tool and input your information. It'll ask some verification questions, and then you put in your bank information, your routing number, and bank account number. So have those two pieces of information handy, and then you put that in, and the IRS will send you a direct deposit and not a paper check. Next, I'm going to answer a few questions that the IRS has put in their most recent news release. So they have mentioned that if you have not filed a 2019 tax return or the IRS has not finished processing your tax return, then they're going off of your 2018 tax return. So what's happening here is, let's say 2018, you submit your taxes and maybe you had a dependent or you didn't have a child born yet, and that a child was born in 2019. The IRS has not been able to update any information from your 2019 taxes. They're backed up whether with paper tax returns that were submitted or just regular electronic tax returns that were submitted for your 2019 taxes. They're reporting that if you did file a 2018, then they're just going off the information of the 2018 tax return. So in this case, taxpayers may be able to claim an additional amount in their 2020 tax return. So if there is any issue, let's say you didn't get $500 for a dependent that's under 17, then you're going to have to wait until 2021 in order to get a tax credit for your 2020 taxes. So if you didn't receive the correct amount in your stimulus check, then this is the reason why they're going off of your 2018 tax return and most likely not your 2019 tax return because they haven't processed it yet. Now, in regards to receiving the $500 per dependent, so the IRS also points this out. If you want, you could pause the screen and see what qualifies for a dependent. And if everything seems legitimate in regards to getting your $500 for the dependent, but you did not, then same as before, you're gonna have to wait until your 2020 tax return. Unfortunately, there's no way at the time of filming this video to get the $500 per dependent in the year of 2020. Next, if someone who owes child support received a stimulus check or was eligible to receive a stimulus check, it is deducted from the payment and going to the parent who the child support is owed to. Next, in terms of garnishment by creditors, reduce the payment amount as well. So federal tax refunds, including economic impact payments, which is the $1,200 stimulus check, are not protected from garnishment by creditors by federal law once the proceeds are deposited into the taxpayer's account. And for the big question, what if the amount of my economic payment is incorrect? So just like I said before, you're gonna have to wait until the next year and claim additional credit on the 2020 tax return. So if you fall into this category, as soon as it turns 2021, January 1st, do your taxes as soon as possible so you could get the right amount as a tax credit. Next, I'm going to answer the question do you leave them in the comments. If you want your questions answered, put it down in the comment down below and I'll try to answer it in the future video. So this first comment comes from Sean Lucia. Hi, Mr. Wise, just got my stimulus payment, super happy on SSI, did nothing except watch your accurate videos. Thanks for all your hard work, already subscribed and be with your channel forever. Thank you so much for the kind words, Sean. And I'm happy that you got your stimulus check and you are SSI. Next question comes from Miss Shabby, got this. How do I find or get my money if I no longer have that direct deposit account prepaid card anymore? So if you have an old bank account or the bank account is closed, what's going to happen is the IRS is going to attempt to send money digitally to your account via direct deposit. If it comes back to the IRS, then what they're going to do is look up your address on file. If they don't have it on the latest tax return, then they're going to go to the US Postal Service, find your address that way, and then send you a paper check. So if you fall in this category, look out for a paper check, as well as a letter from the IRS 15 days after you would receive the check, letting you know that you got the check. Next is Pamela Pridgeon. Hi, if you get Social Security, do you have to do anything online? I don't file taxes, would I get $1,200? Assuming you qualify and you were not claimed as a dependent, there is nothing that you have to do if you are Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or veteran. However you are receiving your payments from the government is the same way that you're going to receive the stimulus check. There is no action to be taken. If you want to watch more stimulus updates, you could click this playlist over here or this video over here. Take care, stay safe, and if you haven't already, I hope you get your money soon. Thank you for watching.